Okay, so let's talk offensive strategy for construction. So, if you know me, you know that construction is not really one of my favorite maps, and the whole reason behind it being is how the map is laid out. Specifically for offensive strategies, it is a very difficult map. You have to rely heavily on the fact that your team is good or the other team is just really bad. And you'll notice in this specific clip that I'm showing you right now, the other team was just really not that good at all. And I had decent teammates, so I got very lucky taking this flag. But you want to do what I do for this map. Go straight through it. And I usually try to come back the same way I went and then just march straight back through. There's really no lines that you can take. You know, if people were like knowing that you were coming, then you could switch to go to the other side of the buildings. Like I said, I got really lucky in this clip because the other team was just really bad and not paying attention, because most of the times on construction, you're going to find yourself having a really hard time capturing the flag. And that is because this is just one of those maps where it's very difficult to take the flag. I'm trying to think if there's any map like this right now. Land of Bones used to be like construction, but then they changed the spawn point and flag placement of Land of Bones to make it a little bit better. And I think that's what they should do with construction to make it better. Basically, the thing with construction is the spawn point is in front of the flag. So when you're rushing to go and get the flag and there's people defending, and there's almost 95% of the time people standing on the little block that is right behind spawn. There's people standing there, there's people standing on the flag, and they're defending. And if you kill them, let's say you go in there and you kill them and you take the flag, well, guess what? They're going to respawn right in front of you again. And this time you're not going to have any weapons because you're holding the flag, and they're going to be completely full of health again. And sword is going to beat anybody who's holding a flag. Even if the player is not that good at PvP, but they still know how to use a sword or a bow, they're going to kill you. Like I said, you have to rely very heavily on teammates who are going to back you up, or the very slight chance that the other team is just really, really bad and not paying attention. If you have skilled players in your lobby on or against your team, this map is very difficult for capping the flag. I should say, if there's skilled players on the opposite team, it is hard for you to capture the flag. There's really no routes. The map is very wide open. It's, run straight out of your base, go either to the buildings. I like going through the buildings and then going down the sides because there's that middle structure, and then going through the side buildings and then to their base. I mean, it's pretty basic, lines to take. There's not really a specific line that makes it more advantaged one way or the other. And that's simply it. There's really no strategy besides the fact that you just run to their base, get the flag behind their spawn, and hope that your teammates are there to back you up, because like I said, this is really not that great of a map offensively. Most of the times, if you're going to go into construction, it's just like Clash Valley. You're probably going to have a 15-minute game full of who's going to get the most kills. That's really what construction boils down to. The only thing good about construction, I would say, would be the fact that bow spam is not really strong on this map. So if that's usually a weakness to you when you go and try to capture the flag, this is a pretty great map. But overall, offensively, this map really needs to be redone some way. I think it would make it a lot better if the spawn and flag placement were swapped, or even if the spawn is where the flag is and the flag is on top of that little box. If that, I think that would be kind of cool. But right now, I just don't think this map is very strong offensively because of how poor the spawn and flag placement is. And it really don't make sense to me that they made it that way, because when construction came out, this was the same time that they had already redone Land of Bones, because Land of Bones used to be this way. The spawn was in front of the tree and the flag was inside the tree. And then when construction came out, they redid Land of Bones and swapped it. So it kind of doesn't make sense that they would do that, but let construction be the way that it is. So overall, it's just going to be based on luck or the fact that you have really great teammates to capture the flag on this map. Okay, so defensive strategies for this map. This map is really, really great for defensive strategies and defending the flag, saving the flag. Really great for camping. Let me tell you, it is really great for camping. This is probably, along with Clash Valley, one of the strongest defensive maps. I think it's stronger than Clash Valley, and I don't know if it's stronger than Land of Bones. I'm gonna say it is a little bit stronger than Land of Bones, just because of the fact that Land of Bones, you can at least kill whoever's defending right on the flag, and they're gonna respawn away from you, and you can get out because they're gonna be behind you. Whereas this map, if you kill them and they're on your flag, they're gonna be in front of you on your way out. So I would say this is probably one of the best maps to defend and save the flag and protect and camp, because it's so easy to do it, that it just it makes it really hard for people who want to try and get the flag. What your best thing to do defensively for this map is just stand on the, if you know that the opposing team is going to rush a lot. You can just stand on your block thing that is right at spawn point, and just shoot anybody who's coming in. I mean, once they take the flag, they're pretty much useless, or they're defenseless, I should say, sorry, because they're behind you. So even if you die and you're on the flag to them, you're going to spawn in front of them, and you just want to immediately turn around, like completely do a 180 and see where exactly they're at and stop them and block them off. There is no way that they can quickly trick you. If they kill you and take the flag right away, you get the advantage because you're in front of them. A lot of times what people will do, I've noticed, is they'll kill someone who's camping the flag and then shift and crouch walk up the ladders, so that whoever is defending gets confused because they see that their name tag's not around, but they're actually climbing the ladders behind the spawn point block to get on top of it and jump down and try and get away that way. So I like to, I mean, if it were me, I wouldn't even really stand on top of the block. Or I'm sorry, I wouldn't even stand on the flag to defend. I would stand on the block, because then you can at least see all around you where people are coming from. If you're standing on the flag, you have the giant block blocking your view, and you can't really see where everybody is coming from, at least in plain sight. And then if you're on the block, you can at least shoot people and, you know, see from that way where they're coming from and what to do. And saving the flag is really great on this map, because once again, they're gonna be behind you at spawn. And honestly, the buildings, the two tall buildings, are really great places to be at when someone takes the flag, because you can just sit there and see, all right, which side of the building are they going to? Are they going to this side of the building? Are they going to the other side? Are they upstairs? Are they downstairs? And you can predict that. And being in the middle is a great place to be too, because then you can have an even wider range of view to see where they're coming at. But if you're in the middle, you're going to have to make a quick decision. Oh, I can't speak. To jump down and either stop them with your sword, or if you're good with a bow, just try and snipe them and kill them that way. And even if you wanted to be on an extra productive measure, you could be at the other team's base, trying to sneak attack, if you know that your team isn't that great and you're going to be one of the only ones that can stop them, sometimes that's the best decision, is to just shift and hide out at the other side and hide in their buildings or something and jump surprise them. Not always, but there are quite a few times where whoever has the flag, their teammates may think, oh, well, he's got it in the bag because we've killed everyone. And sometimes it's really nice to shift and just hide out at the other team's base. But if you do that enough times over and over again, some people are going to catch on to you and be aware that you're going to be at the other base waiting, shifting and waiting. I'm very aware of that with certain people. Anyways, this is just a really great map to defend. There's not really much else to say. You can just set at spawn on the little block platform and snipe anybody that is coming over. And even if you die protecting the flag, you're going to spawn right in front of them. So unless they have a really strong group together of good players, you are pretty much going to feel pretty comfortable defending on this map. Okay, so overall, and before I get started, I just want you to know that this part is mostly opinionated, and construction is very much not my favorite map. It's not my least favorite map, but it's probably my second least favorite. The thing with construction that bothers me so much is the flag and spawn placement. I think it just simply needs to be switched, and there would be no issues of this map for me, at least in that sense. And like I said earlier, I don't really understand why they chose to do that after they changed Land of Bones layout, because it was all done at the same time. So it just doesn't make sense to me that they looked at this map and thought this is going to be okay, but Land of Bones was not okay, because there's really no difference. And actually, Land of Bones is a little bit more open and yet more available to hide out, because there's so many different structures and blocks and stuff. And, it just doesn't make sense to me how this map got approved for that. And it's just a really frustrating map for someone like me who likes to rush and try and get the flag, because most of the times on CTF there's going to be good players in your lobby. It's very rare that you're going to have a team with nobody on it who knows what to do. All you need is at least one or two people on your team who knows how to protect and defend, and it's going to be really, really difficult to get the flag unless your whole team is just stacked with good players, which does happen a lot on CTF, so it's not very unlikely that would happen. But this map bothers me, and I think it bothers me because it's really loved for some reason in the CTF community. This map gets voted for a lot, and I see quite a few people complain about how camper friendly it is and how difficult it is. I think a lot of people enjoy this map specifically because this map is probably one of the best, if not the best maps to get kills on, and just see how many kills you can get because it's so wide open and it's so not a bow spam friendly map. I think that's another reason it's really popular, because a lot of people on CTF complain about bow spam, and to a point I get it, but I think a lot of people need to realize that using bows is part of CTF. It always drives me insane when I see people say that there needs to be a restriction on how many arrows you have, or my favorite one is people saying that power 1 needs to be removed from the bows. People, if you remove power 1 from the bows, that's only going to increase the bow spam, because then the player, like me, is going to have to spend 2 times the amount of shots to kill you. So that just means the bow spam is going to be lasting longer instead. So I don't know why people want to remove power 1. That's just going to make bow spam worse. You know, I personally don't think there needs to be a restriction on the bows. That's just, bows are just part of CTF, and like I said, I think that is one of the reasons why this map is so loved by the community, is because it's great for kills and it's not the most difficult to deal with when it comes to bow spam, because it's so wide open and you can do so much. Versus maps like Clash Valley, it's a very tight, narrow space of getting out of your base, and it makes it super easy to shoot you with a bow. Same with Land of Bones, same with Seclusion. I can't think of what else, but you know, I don't know. Anyways, that kind of got off track there. I just don't like the design of this map either. I remember the first time I saw this map and I saw that giant panda logo with MCC on it, I thought it was really childish. No disrespect to whoever made this map, I just think this map is very lackluster. I mean, I get it, it's a construction site, but it's just very lacking. It's very basic. There's not any cool designs with it. I mean, design isn't really a part of how balanced CTF map is or how good it is. But like I said, this part is just opinionated, and I just don't like the design of this map. But in terms of balance and everything, this map is just way too defender friendly. Just like Clash Valley, most of these games are going to be 15 minutes long, and it's going to be who can get more kills. But this map is a little bit better than Clash Valley because of the not so strong bow spam, and it's you can get more kills on this map than Clash Valley, because even if you're trapping the other team on Clash Valley, they're probably not going to rush out a lot and give you kills. This map, people are more open to do PvP fights and snipe people and try and get away from it because of how wide open it is. It is a better map in that sense, and I can understand if that's why people like it, is because of kills and defending. But in terms of balance, I really don't see how you can have an argument that this map is balanced in any way, because it is one of the most difficult maps to capture the flag on. I mean, that's just point blank period. And I think that there is a very fine line in making a map balanced. Obviously, you can't have it be too offensive friendly, but you can't have it too defender friendly like this map. It doesn't work. I think, like I said, if they switched the spawn and the flag placement, this map would be a lot better, and I wouldn't have a problem with it, because the thing is, when you kill someone who's camping the flag, you should get rewarded. You should be awarded at the fact that now you have the advantage because you killed them and you can get a jump start. But this map does not reward you for doing that. This map says, all right, so you killed the person who has so you killed the person who's camping the flag. Well, now they're just going to spawn in front of you. Haha. And I don't think that's very balanced. I think that's just way too sided to the defender side of things, and I just don't find this map very balanced. In terms of an overall grade, I was gonna rank this lower than Clash Valley originally, but because you can get out of your base a lot easier than you can on Clash Valley, and you can get more kills and stuff, I think I'm gonna give this map a C. So I think it's a little bit better than Clash Valley, but not that much better. It's still very, very annoying to try and get the flag. I think it's more annoying than Clash Valley on getting the flag. However, at least with this map, you're not ever really going to be trapped at your base, whereas Clash Valley, you do get trapped at your base a lot. So, like I said, I think I'm going to give this map a C, and that is my overall grading of construction.
Don't you worry.